You're wife.
I'm wife.
Are we wife yet?
I don't see it, but I'm coming. Kyle wrecked the midget.
You want to drive the midget now? Did the drive? You must have had fun with Hot Wheels as a kid, huh?
He won.
Listen to you go. Hey, Barty said, look at what we have here.
I'm just watching it wreck.
Yeah. Hey, it's Lance Batdorf. Good evening, folks. Kyle's doing a recreation of my last midget race.
The driver is okay.
Wasn't okay before, but he's still fine.
No.
Oh, I guess we're going to drink tonight.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Brian Stout.
Hey, Jerry, what's up? Jerry asked us what's up. Tell Jerry what's up.
My blood pressure.
Yes. And why is that?
Batdorf. Don't fuck it.
I hear it really cleans ears.
Would
you like to find out?
I will hit you with your own sprint car.
It's a midget.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, we're busting out the bottle. Sausage party.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We still haven't figured out who back on the yak is.
Why is this so tight?
I got some tight steering, man. It's tight. She's tight.
That's horrible. Oh, my God.
They ain't big enough to be a hot dog or a sausage.
It's so sticky.
Probably got in the candy. Hey, we don't have any snacks. That burns. That burns good. I'm going to keep warm this show. I'll tell you that.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Who are you? Oh, my God, that smells.
It smells good.
No. It smells like...
You're wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm Aaron. This is Kyle. And together we're...
Stupid.
Yes. Stupid RC. So we got another show here this week, don't we, Kyle?
I don't know if you want to call it a show.
I don't know either. So is Billy mad at me or himself? We don't know, because who are you? Who is he?
Dare we G9? What? Dude, are you drinking?
This is January 20th.
Dude, are you literally drinking like hand sanitizer? That's what it smells like.
It's liquor. Because it's quicker. Take a whiff. Strong shit, huh?
Probably.
Yes, it's good.
Now my foot's gonna hurt again.
Well, it's not Mick. Because Mick has a different name. And I don't think Mick can type that fast. I mean...
I think Terry.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's Davies.
No, Davies. No, it's not Davies. Davies would let it be known that it was him.
Maybe it's,
Davies, you know.
Candy is dandy.
Like candy.
Brum! So, are you gonna do results or am I?
I don't know. Are we doing results already? People are still coming on. Well, we do got 23 on there.
Yeah, exactly. That's about
all right. Well, you can go. You can go do some results.
Oh, you're too drunk, aren't you?
Yep. It's not slow guy.
The heck is... When was our Tuesday?
Tuesday. We raced Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right, Tuesday. 13-5 sprint. Kevin Kuzer. Dylan Pence. Jax Yawn. Big block. Tom Paris.
Hey, I think Jax Yawn, we're going to talk to him a little bit.
I'm not.
We're also going to talk to Jay Rogers tonight.
Yum Yum.
Yum.
Kurt Nicholas, Kevin Miller. BL2, Kyle Canals, Kurt Nicholas, Dave Dries. EDM, Ricky Stanicki.
He won?
Yeah.
Over who?
Justin Reitnauer and Brian Stout.
What was wrong with Brian Stout?
He whacked.
Oh, okay.
Intermediate, Adam Sugar, Shane Frank, and DJ McKnight. Midget, Jim Freeze, Brett Hollinger, and Will Up. It could be Jim Freeze.
Nah.
It could be Jim Freeze.
Think he'd be that tricky?
I don't know. Mini Mud Boss, Ray Horning, Shaky Shake, and Justin Keller. Mod Sprint, Kyle Canals, Brian Stout, and Preston Southhanger.
Kyle Canals had a good night that night.
Did Rebecca Young won rookie, and Traction Modified, Tom Parasani, Gary Labe, and Alex Moyer. You got anything on Wednesday or Thursday?
Nah.
Okay, then we'll go to Saturday.
Jesse Parks, an underground RC racer, won the midget class at the Chili Bowl.
Nice.
With a Kozo Midget 2. That's awesome, they say.
So we'll go to the factory.
The factory.
Not the factory, RJ's, because factory didn't race.
When?
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
If I can find it.
Yeah, if you can find it. I don't think you can.
Sometimes RJ's does not come out right away. It's weird.
No. Aren't you done yet?
No, there it is.
Wow, it's taking you forever.
It RJ Speedroom on Saturday. 13-5 Mud Boss, Cody Roth, Chubb Wetzel, and Dan Schaefer. BL2, Cody Roth, Pub Andrews, and Dan Schaefer.
That Dan Schaefer showing up everywhere.
Intermediate, Jason Wenzel, Chubb Wenzel, and Dave Wenzel Sr. Novice, Parker Kistler and Kerry Schaefer. And Traction Midwest Modified, Barney Tan, Daniel Schaefer, and Tom Blankenhorn.
How did Barney Tan win?
What did you do?
I don't know. I guess I moved
You
it.
broke it.
No, I think it's still there.
Nope, I think it's broken.
There it is.
It's broken. Then I guess we'll go to Pheasantland.
And that would be the Rumble at the Rink.
The Wumble at the Wink.
Yes, the Rumble at the Rink. 12T Sportsman, John Wagner Jr., Chuck Eccles, Chelsea Oliver. 13-5 Sprint, Jay Rogers, Jax Yon, Chris Andretta. So we're going to have...
Barney says
first
no
and
results
second
for
calling.
RJs. We just said.
Yes, Barney, where were you? We're going to have first and second call in.
Who's calling in?
Jay Rogers and Jax Yon.
Who's talking to Jax?
You.
Not me.
You talk to him all day at school. You can talk to him now.
I think you should strap that to the midget.
That'd probably help it. Big Block, Travis Unglert, Les Hartzell, Chris Bertotti. BL2, Kurt Nicholas, Chad Kohler, and John Pauly. EDM, John Halstein. Halstein? Brian Stout, John Willman. Intermediate, Hunter Welk, Greg Stepsis, Dominic Bosley. Midget, Nick DeAngelis, Tyler Oswald, Lance Batdorf. Mini Mud Boss, John Pauly, Vincenzo Racino, Matt Hunt. Mod Late Model, John Holstein, Brett Lund, Adam Spiel. You know whose name I didn't mention there?
No.
Oh, Scott Davies.
Well,
Yeah, he didn't finish in the top 3.
sad.
Yeah, for him.
Who won the hot dog eating contest?
When?
I don't know.
Didn't know we had one.
Joey Chestnut.
Mod Sprint, Phil Cooper, John Holstein. He's on a roll. Lance Batdorf. Rookie Mud Boss, Braden Hoffmaster, and Piper Freeze. Traxxas Modified, Joe Elg, Dick Robbins, and Chuck Eccles.
Yep.
Why are you smiling?
No reason.
Okay.
Barney says the Traxxas Modified race was cool.
It was a fun race.
New York boys took it to the posse. True.
So, that takes you to Sunday in RJ's.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because you forgot the biggest race of the year.
Well, what, Chili Bowl?
Yeah.
We'll deal with that after we do the locals. The local yokels.
But it's right there.
Let me do this. But first we're going to do Park Lane Off-Road. Kendrick Grace for 17.5 Buggy. Ryan K. and Mike D'Agostino. Micro B, Jolyn Aldea, Ryan K, Phil Kanakis. Mini B Mod, The Stig, Fabian J, Juan J. Mini B Stock, Jolyn Aldea, Mike EV, and Michael D. Agostino. What do you think about them apples?
I like turkles.
Yep. And that takes us to RJ's for Carpet Day. What? Carpet Oval, RJ's. Sunday, 112. Carpet Day. Carpet Munchers. 17.5 stock, Eric Belts, Cameron Flower, Alan Beeler. 17.5 street stock, Dwayne Lindenmuth, Bernie Berninger, Denise Lindenmuth.
Yes.
21.5 truck, Robert Hoffman, Brian Paella, Jonathan McMinn. 5.0 breakout, Sean Black. BL2 Mud Boss, Robert Hoffman, Dwayne Lindenmuth, Mark Hottenstein. And Low C NASCAR. They had a big field, 12 cars. Doug Knaus, Cameron Flower, and Bernie Berninger. All right, you can do your chili bowl.
The chili bowl. Well,
Did anybody go there this year? You're going to have a hard time with this, aren't you?
547 entries, 253 drivers. So 253 people went to that race.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Jizz. All right.
They jizzed?
What?
You said jizzed.
No.
You said
Jizz.
jizzed.
No, jizz.
Okay. All right. It's yes, not Jess.
Who's Jess?
I don't know. You said it.
See?
Okay. Just do your wife.
I don't have a wife.
Your wife. Do your wife.
I don't have a wife.
You're on your wife. You've been doing your wife for the last 15 minutes.
This is a chair.
No, you wanted to go live earlier.
No,
So we're on the live.
You wanted to go live earlier. I said no at 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Do your
I think we'll do the top. I think we'll just do the top. I don't know how many. How many went to the feature? So it wasn't 8.
Well, we can find this out.
Well, no, you could find it out.
Why do I have to find things out?
Because it's right there. Just look for the A main. How many qualified?
I'm looking. 10.
Okay, then we'll do
10.
Then we'll do the top 10.
Late model. 10.
Then everything was 10.
Master Sprint. 10.
Then we'll do 10.
Midget. 10.
10 midgets.
10 midgets.
Late model by Power Products. Jordan Heffler, Eric Salvis, Tyler Burmester, Joe Bernhurst, Scott Hooper, Dustin Ellers, Joseph Lewis, Cole Dolbert, Tyler Norton, and Francis Couillard. Master Sprint by J Concepts. Eddie Hill, Blake Sorrell, Phil Marabella.
We know that person.
We do. Joel Vanderwall, Darren Ryder,
Joel Vanderwall.
What I said.
You said Joel.
Maybe that's how it says it.
Okay.
It's Vanderwell, so who knows? Darren Ryder.
Vanderwall.
Yeah, it's Vanderwall.
You
It's Canadian. Darren Ryder, Monty Hess.
Eh?
Go ahead, do 7. Who's that?
7? What's 7? I'm all the way down
And
there.
Master Sprint by Jay Concepts.
Charlie Sakung.
Oh, yeah, it's Swanka.
Swanka.
It's Swanka.
How would I know that?
How would I know the other one?
It says Joel.
Joel.
It says Joel.
Spell Joel.
Joelle.
That's Joel.
It could be Janelle.
Kyle Gannon. Mike. Michael Cressley.
Michael Cressley.
That's not Michael. That is not Michael.
What is it?
It's Mikhail.
No, that would have a K, man.
There is a K.
Micheal.
Yeah, Cressley is a K. And Lynn Curl.
Are you having a reading comprehension problem?
I don't know how to read. Midget.
Is Lynn Curl a girl?
Midget by Wits.
I'm pretty sure Michael Cressley's probably correcting you right now.
Jesse Parks. Monty Hess. Jamie Tennies.
Tennies.
Eddie Hill.
Like pennies, but with a T. Tennies.
Eddie Hill. Ashton Zimmer. Scott Hooper. Jordan Heffler. Jason Morey. Garrett Williamson. We know that guy.
We do.
And Francois Couillard.
I mean, other people might know him better as Shaky.
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 And then we'll get Midwest Modified by 5-star. Tyler Burmester. Frank Root. Joe Bornhurst. Eric Salvis. Joseph Lewis. Justin Atkinson. Austin Smith. Brian Bowers. Daryl Hartman. And Tyler Norton. Non-wing by McAllister.
Cowboy Rooster was 21st in there.
Jamie Tennies. Tyler Clark. Monty Hess. Michael Doyle. Mikhail Kressley. Lindsey Ools. Eric Zimmerman. Dylan Newberg. Kane Metzger. We know that guy.
We do know him.
Jennifer McAllister. Outlaw Sprint by Custom Works. Austin Smith. Ross May. Mike Dibb. Todd Pearson. Jordan Heffler. Joe Bernhurst. Will Brinton. Francois Couillard. Joseph Lewis. And Tyler Burmester.
You know, in midget, Dale Hartzell was 16th and Marabella was 17th.
Nice.
You know Dale is never going to let Phil live that down.
Nope.
Cowboy Risser was 19th.
Short Course B Mod by Traxxas. Zachary Lutz. Jordan Mann. Walker Wickoff. Andy LeChance.
He just wick off.
Billy Gibson. Ed Brunell. Scott Burden. Sean Gall. And
Scott is a
Tate
bird.
Green. And J.J. Thornton. And Street Stock by Hobbywig. Sandon Booker. Tyler Johnson. David Whittle. Ashton Zimmer. Grant Gibson. Jason Thomas. Sajin Whittle. Troy Alford. Jason Herberg. And Luke Harper.
So why is Short Course B Mod sponsored by Traxxas? What's the deal with that?
I don't know, because they sponsored it.
Does it have any Traxxas stuff in it?
I don't know.
Huh. They gave people money? Maybe we're next. We'll get some money. Traxxas money.
Doubt it.
Okay.
All right, so what do you got? Anything else?
About what?
Got any more results?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to do my...
Random track of the week?
Yes.
What could it be?
I don't know, but we're going to go to page 4.
Oh, go lower.
What?
Go lower than that, man.
What, 1, 2, or 3?
No.
Lower would be higher.
Go higher.
You can't, then it's not last week.
How do you know?
Because I just clicked it.
Last week. All right, 2 days ago. Last week would be Sunday. Oh, wait. Here's one. Sumter RC Raceway, Zach's birthday.
That's not random.
I came across it, just random.
Well, go ahead. You do that one and I'll do one.
All right, final results for Sumter RC Raceway for Zach's birthday. 9 drivers, 9 entries. Where is this place? It's in Sumter, South Carolina. It had Bomber, Joe Spalding, Zach Spalding, Chess Johnson. Joe did not let Zach win on his birthday. That's not very nice. Rookie, Bentley Stump, William Terry, Buck Blackman. What do you think of them apples?
Pretty cool.
You don't think so?
Well, I got my track.
All right, pick it out. Pull it out. Let's see her.
Hold on, I gotta go backward. It wasn't letting me. We're going to... Where the heck is it? Condell, Alabama.
Condom, Alabama?
Cottondale. And
I bet they had a lot of cotton there at some point.
It is called Happy Sack Raceway.
Okay.
Oh, I love this track. Can we go?
Why?
First one, Asphalt Late Model.
How many entries they got?
They have entry list.
We're at in Alabama.
43 entries, 11 drivers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those drivers are enthusiastic. What do they got there?
Asphalt Late Model.
Ooh, is it on asphalt?
It looks like a 1RC track. It was small.
Oh, okay.
Kind of looks really cool though.
Well, maybe it'll give us a ride.
Asphalt late model, Lightning McQueen.
I mean, of course he'd win. He's Lightning McQueen.
He was there. Andrew Simmons and Justin Oliver.
I mean, Lightning McQueen's going to win against that field.
Asphalt modified, Andrew Simmons, Nick Richards, and Justin Oliver. He won by 6 laps. Lightning McQueen won by 4.
Oh.
EDM.
Oh, they got an EDM.
Justin Oliver, Nick Richards, John Tapekin.
Tapeworm?
Late model, Mark Holt. Justin Oliver, Larry Morris. Midgets, Nick Richardson. Justin Oliver, Ronnie Etheridge. Modified, Justin Oliver, Nick Richardson, Ronnie Etheridge.
I feel like I know this Justin Oliver already. I've heard his name a lot.
Sprints, Nick Richardson, Justin Oliver, Ronnie Etheridge. Street stocked, Nick Richardson, Justin Oliver, Ronnie Etheridge. Super modified, Justin Oliver, Joe Tapekin, Ronnie Etheridge. This Ronnie guy gets third a lot.
Oh, there are only 3 in the class?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's not bad.
I can't
That's not
believe
bad.
it.
I mean,
And-
it happens when you're only 3.
And truck, Andrew Simmons, Nick Richardson, and Justin Oliver. No, well, okay, Super Stock had 3. Street Stock had 4.
All right.
Sprints had 3. Modified had 4.
All right.
Midgets had
He passed 1 person.
Midgets had 5.
He passed 2.
He got 5th in this one, and there was
Oh,
8 cars.
All right. Well, that's good. He
was-
passed 3 cars.
He was 4th out of 4th in EDM.
Good for him. What's his name again?
Rodney Etheridge.
Okay. You should look him up. Maybe it could be our next interview. Like, hey, why can't you get past 3rd? Did you realize that there's 2 more cars you need to pass?
Some of these he was way back. Some of them he was way back. This poor guy has no idea who we are. He's probably actually watches us. And he's like, these guys suck.
Well, you should call him. I'm sure he'd appreciate the humor.
Did you have not?
What? I have not what?
You have not come up with all these comments.
What? Oh, no, I have not.
Kyle, I need a week off after that. Oh, and by the way, I know who Back on the Yak is. It's his contact photo to LOL.
What?
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Mickey Greenwald, you're wrong, and I'll tell you why. Mike
It
Woods
says contact photo, too. We can't see that little picture in there.
No. Hyper, you tell
I prefer
Trippy.
Adam Moran.
I believe 85 entries for a midget class. DC Adventures. What's up, guys? This is DC
You're
Racing.
wrong, and I'll tell you
Lost access to my old account, but made a new one. I'll be at Fezland on this Friday.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
he was there the other night. I saw him hanging out.
Jack says he has more than that. Don't know what that is. Mike K, bring back
Jimmy
brush
Beans.
motors and Novak speed controls.
You guys have been dying. Yeah, we have been.
Kyle's having a special moment. Is Barney still here? Don't know.
Try hooked on phonics, Kyle, might help, but not making any promises.
What the hell is that?
Oh, the sun shines on the dog butts every once in a blue moon. Yes, it does.
Underground says Jason Hyde. Hi, Rick Schneider. Joshua Goodlow. Nice midget. What brand do you run? Trying to get the class going at our track. Sweet home.
This is custom works.
You guys been dieting. No threat of them watching. Nobody watches. True.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, we don't have to worry about what was his name? Etheridge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to be watching.
This is a
He's got
custom
better
works
things to do.
midget.
Yeah, custom works with a modified chassis. I don't know what's modified on it, but Lance tells me it's hard to drive. So we're going to talk to Jay Rogers.
Who?
You know that guy, Mr. Rogers.
Yum Yum?
Yeah, Yum Yum. He's it's across from me. Didn't he have another nickname too at one point? Jay manages to get himself in trouble a lot. Hey, and we were supposed to have Preston here, but Preston's off at the rub and tug. So he supposedly hurt his back. What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember if I remember his nickname. He likes to eat Snickers for the veins.
Hmm?
He likes to eat Snickers for the veins.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was there over the weekend. Look, got busy, so I haven't raced since August. Football took up most of my time, but we're trying to get back up and running. Nice.
I saw he put a new video up.
Good.
Yeah, important things to bring to the track.
That's been not new.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did you not hear?
It just came up on my feed.
He lost his old account, and now it's DC Adventures.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
That's
I didn't see the
that's
name.
like
Oh, okay.
maybe 5 months old at this point.
Well, it just came up in my feed, so there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, so go watch it.
You're a dick.
Why am I a dick? I'm trying to promote him.
Go, everyone, go follow DC Adventures.
Yeah.
Go follow him right now.
And don't forget the Hit Squad guy for their show. They do a show on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
What's his real name?
I don't know. Hit Squad guy.
How do you know it's his birthday then?
Because I saw on Facebook.
Mm.
Listen, you don't need to ask me questions I don't know.
Okay.
You should know. I don't know these things.
This does not belong in there.
What?
That one. And that one doesn't belong in there.
Why not?
That's a Traxxas bolt.
What? That is?
Yes.
No, it's not. Those are aftermarket.
You're gonna have to remark it.
Those are not Traxxas bolts. Those are plastic screws.
Yeah, they belong in a Traxxas body.
You can use them for anything.
Nope.
You're wrong, and Davies will tell you why later. Please, Davies, correct him. All right, we're gonna call Jay Rogers because it's 8 o'clock.
Why, you gotta go to bed?
No, I'm just tired of dealing with you.
Oh, okay, I can go take a nap.
No. Oh, we were going to talk to Jay Rogers, but I think we're going to talk to voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
What does that mean? The person you're trying. Hello. What the hell, Kyle? Hello.
Let's try this again. Hello.
Hey, Yum Yum. Kyle's trying to turn you off.
What in the world?
What in the world is right? Kyle's just, being Kyle. How are you? This is Jay Rogers.
Who?
Mr. Rogers.
Never heard of him.
Mr. Rogers. The guy who likes thick and veiny Snickers bars.
Oh my God. No,
Turn it all the way up, you moron.
I got it all the way
No,
up.
you're not. It's so quiet.
All right, Jay, you're going to have to talk louder.
hold on a second. Let me see what I got here.
Oh, God. He's pulling off the footlong Snickers. The frozen ones.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I could hear you all the time, but, Kyle, he's been around race cars too long. He can't hear.
Is that why he's yelling in the microphone all the time?
Yes.
He really does that because he knows we find it annoying.
You should call Lebo.
Why should we call Lebo?
That's what Lance said.
We're talking to Jay Rogers, Lance. Jay, well, if you had one thing to say to Lance Batdorf, what would it be?
Russ Lebo is probably turned in for the night.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, that's the one thing you would say to Lance?
Lance, he's got quite a few things I would say to him.
I want to hear one of them.
Jay,
if you had one thing to say
good job this weekend, Lance.
Hang up with this guy.
Lance did do a good job this week, other than when he tried to take out Nick.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely had a midget that could have won that race.
Who, Nick or Lance?
Lance.
He did. I mean, what did you think about his mod sprint? Think he could have won?
No.
Okay. All right. Well.
Back in the I can't answer right now. Too bad he's swallowing.
So, Jay, we've had Jay on the show before, haven't we?
No.
No, first
No?
time.
This is the first time?
Listener, first time caller.
Okay, we've known Jay for a while now.
Have we?
Yes, we have.
Who's Jay?
Jay Rogers. We've
Miller?
known him. No, Jay Rogers. We've known him for a while now, and Kyle still gives me the same headache he's been giving me for the last 3 years. Jay, I don't know how we met you, but I think he turned up at one of our races way back when. We
Yeah,
had him
I actually came to Pheasant Land before the
Yeah.
big outdoor track.
Yep. The little track.
Ran late model.
Yeah, that's right.
The track's a slate model, and
Yeah.
it was the first time I was there, and all the locals
Beat up on you?
that I wasn't allowed. I wasn't really welcome there.
Who told you that?
Todd.
Their driving style, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Who said who ran late model back then? Todd.
I think I was
Colby,
running with him.
Weller.
I think I was running with you, Jay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I didn't go back.
multiple times I was leading, and
Yeah.
they made it very clear that I was not going to lead at the end of the race. So.
Well, Jay, don't take offense because they did that to everybody there. At that track there, how many times would you get the lead and then lose it because somebody wrecked you?
I don't lead. I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
You can't lead because someone's going to take you out. You're better off running third place. So,
I think you might have did that in sprint at one point too.
I did, Jay.
Big surprise.
He would have had his first sprint win way back then if it wasn't for me.
I think was it 17.5 or
No, it was
before
13.5.
13.5,
It was 13.5. You would have won. You would have won your first race way back when. Sorry about that, Jay.
That's all right.
He does it to me all the time.
I never race you anymore.
That's why I moved.
Yeah. I have that effect. I get most people out of my class, and then I'm good. So
Yep,
it's just
I'm,
me, Joe, and Pete. So
I'm out of there now, so you can't crash me.
I didn't crash you at all this weekend.
No, you didn't.
No,
Big
see?
surprise.
After
'Cause I
beat
couldn't
you on
catch
the
'em.
wing. Yeah, exactly. Hey, but I didn't lap you in the main, so you obviously were doing pretty good.
Because he wasn't there.
Well, you did. You told me go with a 35.81, and I stuck with that. You didn't tell me to bump it up 2 teeth.
Oh well.
So I know.
He's like, that's your fault.
They're secrets.
You didn't ask either.
Oh, there you go. Look at
Well,
that.
I was kind of satisfied. I made it into the A, so I'm like, all right, I'm good. There's a lot of people that didn't make it into the A, so I'm good with that. And I really expected that there was going to be a lot more wrecking towards the front of the pack.
You weren't fast with the rest of the field, that's why.
Hey, listen, I wasn't the one that said that.
Oh, I know. I mean, Jack's, the way he went around everybody, I expected there'd be a holy terror going up there.
Well, I think I feel like I drove a pretty good race.
You did.
I watched Will Lappa's video multiple times the last couple days, and
Yes. I watched that
Jax-
yesterday.
Jax and Chris Andretta were both
They
really
both
fast.
they
both came out of the B main,
Yep.
and Bones drove an awesome race.
He was very
And
smooth.
unfortunately, I think it was like right around 5 laps to go. He had Jax behind him. He hit the pipe in the middle of 3 and 4, and then in 1 and 2, Jax got under him, and Chris actually snuck by him too. And
Yeah.
so he went from 2nd to 4th in about 3/4 of the lap. But he was within a straightaway of me.
Yeah.
Basically the whole for 45 laps.
I was watching that. I was rewatching that too, and it was a very clean race.
Yeah.
Um,
There were some really good guys there, some good competition, and I got lucky to run a clean race, and
yeah.
Bones held Jax off for a little bit, but
Yeah.
Chris Andretta was coming up quick. I mean, he ran a 4.61 in the main, so the car was moving.
I had Andretta come up behind me. It took he was a little more patient than Jax. Jax pretty much.
He's got a lot more racing. He's got a lot more experience too.
Jax went from 7th to 4th, I think, in about 2 laps.
Yeah.
I think he frustrated a few people in the back. Yeah. And Andretta, he came up and he caught up on me probably about 15 laps, 20 laps in. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see what we got here. And like, well, we don't have enough for that. And just let's just let him go. So I was really hoping one of those fast guys would come up and just wreck something, but no one up there wrecked.
So you're the problem.
It was a clean race.
It was. It was very clean, unlike that BL2 race.
Oh my God! The whole weekend was.
The whole weekend was a lot of clean racing, except for maybe that Traxxas modified race.
Yeah, well, that comes with the territory, I guess,
Yep,
with those stock controllers.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very competitive field. I mean, all those fields were very hard to qualify and get into the A main with.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the EDM main. I watched the late model main. There was a lot of guys that were, some of those guys from Full Throttle are, they.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're no joke.
Yes, it's good getting guys like that down here to run with.
Yeah,
and
I would agree.
Because then it's like, all right, if you're keeping up with them, we're doing something all right. Just like you Jersey guys. So
there was quite a few Jersey guys in the house this weekend.
Yep.
Everywhere I looked, there was.
That's what I smelled.
Yeah. Hey, we shut some of those Jersey guys out this weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I like Jersey. I like Jersey guys.
Yeah, I like them too. I like the New York guys. But hey, we want to be able to beat them, right?
There was some, Delaware guys. There was some Maryland guys, I think.
Yeah.
There was New York guys.
It was a big show.
So it was quite a decent event. I thought with the 2 days, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than that opening day event you guys had. Unfortunately wasn't able to make it, but still 180 entries is strong.
Yeah, I think with a little bit more money to race, guys didn't run as many classes, and with some of the guys going down like Marabella, Metzger's, then went down to Chili Bowl. So
yeah,
I mean, we were close, 180. I mean, but maybe next year. I mean, no, I'm not going to say it was a problem for me, but I did still hear some grumbling about the time for the amount of heat, for how long the heats were. So, I mean, it's...
You know my opinion on that.
I know.
I don't need to.
So maybe next year...
I don't want to put Kyle on full tilt here early on in the
well, this is... Yeah, I know. This is something we talked about this weekend after the show. And maybe it needs to go from a Friday-Saturday race to a Saturday-Sunday. So that way there's more time, and then you can maybe, do 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still one of those who probably have to adjust the time for the amount of entries, just so we can get a show done in a reasonable amount of time.
I think that when you have a big race, that the time involved, people don't necessarily care about the time. Like if you're going to a big race, you're writing that weekend off, and
maybe Monday.
You're there. You want to race, and not the only problem, but one of the problems with 2-minute heats is that if something unfortunately happens to you early on in the heat, you literally don't have enough time to make up.
No, you do not.
A 3 or 4 minute heat, like traditional racing has been for the last 10 years or so, you have time to make that up. So whoever thinks that nothing, like it's just follow the leader after 2 minutes, that's not the case. Like,
well, usually that's after 3 minutes.
If you're in a situation that you get behind the 8 ball early on in a 4 minute heat, well, and you have the car and you have the ability to drive, you can make up that time. So it's not necessarily ever always follow the leader after 2 minutes. Like whoever said that, I just disagree with. But there is time when you have 4 minutes, and when you have a big race and you're putting all your effort into getting your car ready and dedicating the time for that weekend.
I think they'll be open to suggestion for next year or whenever they do another big race. Kyle, do you think so?
No.
Were you not listening, or do you just say no?
I was listening.
Okay, so you say no.
I'm open to 3 minutes.
Okay, that's a start.
You will never convince me to do 4.
Okay, it's a start. Now, I will say I was thinking about it today. It's like, we did have a few classes where there was only like 3 or 4 entries.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would say it's like, well, if you get a field that's that small, that you might want to cut it down.
So
just because
this was the problem with this. On Friday, you had to run those classes because you didn't know what you're going to have on Saturday.
Right.
So, but what do you tell those guys that ran on Friday night that ran those classes on Saturday? Here's your money back, but you still raced for a day.
Well, if we did
and now you're not racing.
Let's say we did it a Saturday, Sunday show. It would be Saturday with some practice, and then we do racing. And Sunday would just get right into the racing. It would be one of those where entries are closed after Saturday.
So
if you can't make it there by Saturday for a 2-day show, you really aren't going to be around for Sunday because there's only going to be one round of qualifying.
The way I would like to do it,
if any, before mains.
I know people are going to complain about it, but oh well.
They don't ever complain about anything, Kyle.
I would have done like Brett, or was it? I would have done like Drees did, but 2 qualifiers on Friday night.
Yeah.
But I would have done another qualifier. It would have been 12 o'clock main start on Saturday. Or 1 o'clock. So you're there all night long. You're starting at 6. They start at 7 o'clock for your qualifiers, your 2 rounds of qualifying.
On Friday.
On Friday. You're going to be there till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then Saturday at noon, main start, whatever mains we're at.
We would have been done by 4, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like the time frame that we did it on this weekend.
I think that, and this is no punch at anybody, or this is just my observation, is I was there, I came and raced, I think 5 times in 10 days.
Yeah.
And there was quite a few times that I was there that we ran around, and I took the time that we ran the round in from start to finish and divided it by the amount of heats we had, and on average the heats were 8 to 10 minutes per heat. So if it's the guys aren't ready, the guys are not marshaling or coming up to marshal, there's a lot of things that delay, and those minutes add up, where when you go to other races, the marshaling and the practice before you race are limited, and there's no, if you're averaging 8 to 10 minutes a heat for one round, well, there's no reason why you can't have 4-minute heats and 4-minute in transition with practice and warm up or whatever. So right now we're running 2-minute heats and 8-minute or 7 minutes of lollygagging, foot dragging, fucking, whatever you want to call it, and that all adds up.
So I don't think there's a problem with the marshaling. It's these guys want to do their practice laps and then make adjustments and then make more adjustments. And if you don't give them time to make their adjustments, they complain about it.
Yeah.
I always felt I'm under pressure to get. If I need an adjustment, I got to do it quick. I don't see that in other races, though.
And typically at other racetracks, you take 3 or 4 laps. You get, hey, anybody needed to make a change, make an adjustment. You have, somebody trackside or do it yourself with the ramp. You have the pit lane here at Pheasantland. That's awesome. So you can do it yourself if you have to, and then you just get right in the racing. So it's there's just opportunities to look at things that might be critiqued a little bit. That's all. Otherwise, the facility is awesome. Mike's done a great job with building a track that's unbelievable. The girls in the food concession are amazing. The part selection in the hobby shop is, there's multiple times I went in the hobby shop this weekend that, I needed something and it was there. You got bathrooms inside, you got enough pitting space for probably 200 people.
Yeah.
Plus
you got plenty of pit space.
Great.
It's not like you're squeezed into like a 4-foot pit box.
No.
You got a full 8 feet.
You guys are definitely doing a great job. Overall, it's an awesome facility, and that's why people are showing up. The word is out. The word is already out that we're not a great big community, so the word spreads really quickly, and
so
everything's great.
So Jay, how long have you been doing this now?
I started back. I raced slot cars for 25 years.
Wow. All right.
And then I raced a little bit of RC in 2010 before my son was born, and I came back in 2017. I've been running.
Okay.
I started back on Mud Boss and
Yeah.
Hoagland's in 2017.
Because that's where I saw you at first. You were doing Mud Boss, and then you moved up to the purpose-built stuff.
Yeah, got into late model, and then I ran 2 years ago Motorama. I ran EDM
Okay.
and sprint car, which had a decent for first time in Motorama. I made to the B main, 2 B mains, so that was pretty felt pretty good about that.
It's good.
Kyle just farted.
I did.
Shocked, not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not either. So what is your favorite class so far?
Sprint cars.
Okay.
I like late model. Unfortunately, in Jersey, the late it would come and go.
Yeah.
There was a decent, probably 12 guys or so. There are 12 cars at Hoagland's on a regular basis, and then they just dissipated, or everything that comes and goes. But
Are we talking the mod late models, or are we talking the Traxxas model, the late models?
No, the purpose built,
Okay.
110 scale.
I was thinking, now you can get that new Traxxas late model, Jay. They're going to be the next big thing.
It is cool looking, but I'm out of the plastic car scene.
Okay.
I think it's ugly.
Kyle
Sprint car is, it's always got a decent crowd. It's always got good competition. That 360 class with the 13.5 that's taken off I feel like it's been a very good stepping stone for, quite a few people. I kind of gravitated towards that because I was struggling a little bit with my race program.
Yeah.
And, after the rubber tire series, I ran mod there for a while.
Yeah, you were running mod, and you were running 17.5 for a while, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been running 17.5 at Hoagland's for a while, boosted, which is about the same speed as 13.5. So.
Yep.
But I feel confident now that I ran the 13.5, the 360 for basically this last year, and after this weekend, I'm gonna I got Phil Cooper's helping me get my mod car together, and
that's something I heard. You're retiring from 360.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm not going to be completely gone away. If I show up and there's no mod racing anywhere,
Yeah.
then I'm not afraid to run the 360. Some people might call it cherry picking, or
I don't. Kyle does.
a beginner's class. I don't feel that's the case, per se. But I've learned enough in the last year, especially with Lou Ciccone and Phil Cooper, have been really helpful. Race program, car setup, different kind of stuff that I've learned.
Now, what do you think that you've learned this year from those guys that you didn't know, like maybe 6 months ago?
Just from Phil, the fine details of what keeps doing the car in between each heat, what you need to look for, what you need to do. Like, attention to detail is really something that's really important. And with Lou is very, very good, and has a good way of explaining setup. What does the camber do? What's the caster do? Like, where are you looking to go? This is how it works. He transitions from the big car to the RC car, and he has a good way of explaining it, so it's easy to understand.
That's what I've heard a lot about that from Lou. Like, he's helped a lot of guys and just sat down and explained to them, this is what you do. This will do this to the car. And Phil, I mean, you're right. He's really into the attention to detail. Like,
and those little things, those little things. I was struggling, not struggling, but my car was not. It was a little bit off.
Yeah.
And I said, Phil, do me a favor, take a look at this. He comes over in my pit. He sits down. Here, look at this. Feel this. Okay, the one shock. Well, it was as simple as the retainer screw that holds the top of the shock on was binding on the shock, so the shock wasn't free floating.
Yep.
And next thing you know, the car was 2 or 3 tenths faster after I fixed it.
I mean, it's one of those, like, I've talked to him and worked with him, and he's one of those, you don't just push down on it like that. Just a little tiny bit. Do you feel something? Is it binding up?
Yeah.
It should be smooth. Just, little movements. Like, don't go and rock. Don't try and rock the car. So
circling back to what I've learned is, I think the biggest thing with the 360 13.5 class is that the car is fast enough to be, a sprint car, and you're getting around. I mean, 4.8, 4.9 laps at Pheasantland is fast.
Yeah.
But what happens is you're at a speed you don't have to worry about. Are you putting boost or timing in the speedo? Are you doing this? It's literally you work on the gear ratio and you work on the setup and you go. The tire, everybody's got to use the same tire. With mod, a lot of the guys are losing or not being able to relate. Is it a setup thing? Is it a driving thing? Is it too much motor? Is it too much boost?
Not enough tire?
Yeah. So in that 13.5 class, I think it's really good that you kind of eliminate some of the variables.
Yeah.
And it allows guys, and there's some mod guys, I'll be honest with you, there's some mod guys that probably maybe they think it's a beginner class because originally, it was kind of geared like, okay, this is entry level.
Right.
It's really not entry level because you're going almost the same speed you would if you had a boosted 17.5.
It's really at this point here. I mean, it is about the setup because, like we've talked about this before, and there's a lot of accusation of someone, oh, you're cheating, you're going too fast. But if you are really good at setting that car up and you can find the right gear, and you do enough little tweaks here and there, you've got a lightning quick car. But then it becomes down to driver.
But we also have found this weekend that not all motors are created equal.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
They are not. But the good part about this 13.5 class is the motors are not all equal. However, with changing the gear ratio and messing with
get you close.
You could get very close.
Yeah.
So this guy might be at 38.72.
Right.
Well, the other guy might be at 35.81, or
someone might just have to throw more gear at it than somebody else.
Exactly.
That's
but you have to understand that the car needs to get through the corner too.
Right.
And that's
and
a lot of.
And then it comes down to driving and just like, can you drive it well enough not to make a mistake for the next 50 laps?
Yeah, so like I said, about with moving up to mod, like my biggest thing right now is learning when to put the most boost in and when not. Like on Friday, I felt like I could have took all the boost I had in, I could take it, but it was just a little bit too off. But then on Sunday, I'm like, I gotta dial it back. Yeah. So it's like I literally went from 30 to 15 to back to like 23.
Yeah.
All day, it's just, I'm like, well, 15 is not enough. I'm getting killed down the straightaway. I need to put more in, but I can't put more in because it won't handle it.
Right. But that's the same with 17.5 because, like, we'll see that with 17.5 cars. You'll see, well, especially when we went to Ultimate, like the 17.5 cars, well, they're not much faster than a 13.5, but by the end of the day, they're a hell of a lot faster.
Yeah.
Because then they can start really putting in the boost.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And the track this weekend at Pheasantland, the track was definitely different than it's been the last week to 10 days or whatever. The 2 weeks prior, it was definitely different. So I could understand, Kyle, where even Friday to Saturday, it changed.
Oh yeah.
And was it the cold weather? Was it the storm coming in? Like, who knows?
Yeah.
But, there's
just
a lot
being
of
run on.
and,
yeah. Plus, I mean, that track develops indoor weather conditions. And you'll be sitting there, and you'll just get hit by a raindrop because the condensation goes up to the ceiling and then drops down on you.
Yep. So Friday, with that late, like, after racing was over, I was doing some tire testing and practicing, and the track got really slick, like, after, like, 10 o'clock because there was that moisture coming in.
The heat went off. And so, yeah, it got slicker.
Because
The
that's
moisture
like,
came up.
I was talking to Lebo, and Lebo's like, "You're gonna go out?" Because I don't think he went out either. I was like, "No," because if I go out now, when I come up back here tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning, the track's not gonna be the same. So everything that I learned Friday night isn't gonna apply to Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm like, "Why would I want to?" I'm like, "Russ, I'm like, I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna burn the set of tires up for this practice because I know the car's gonna be good because I know what I have." He's like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yep. Well, again, you know, getting back to the mod thing is there's sometimes, and what I see a lot of times is that guys, you know, racers assume that because it's mod that they have to have, you know, top fuel power, and you don't. You know, you don't. You know, there's some of those 13.5 cars out here that are, you know, that are going as fast as the lower 50% of the mod cars. So.
Yep. And, you know, one of the things, like, you know, standing there talking to Phil and, like, getting his feedback of, like, what's going on in mod, it's like, yeah, you don't need to use all that throttle.
No.
Yep.
So, I mean, you'll see guys doing wheel stands, like, yeah, they should have learned when to back off. Don't keep on it.
Yeah, because it's like on Friday night, like me and Russ both said we had way too much power in for that track.
Yeah.
It was too slick.
Yep.
Like we never hit full throttle. It was just you had a coasting around that track, and you seen that because guys were just blowing the corners.
Yeah. And 360 on the other hand, I mean, you're doing everything you can to keep it at full throttle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, how much were you lifting in the feature Sunday, Jay, to go into turn one?
Like
barely.
A scale to 1 to 10, and 10 is, you know, off the throttle full wet. I was probably like 1.5 off the. You know,
yeah, that's.
You're literally just.
Yep.
You know, just enough to get the car, you know, settled.
Yep.
You know.
And that's it. And then you're right back on.
There was a time that Bones, you know, was pressuring me, and I was trying to force, you know, the car to go faster, and then I was overdriving it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think ultimately what I ended up cooking the right rear tire, which the car kind of slowed down the second half of the race, but I got lucky and, you know, was able to keep it clean.
Yeah.
But you're with those cars, you really should be no more than a quarter throttle, you know, throttle off.
Right. And that's why I tell people that's 13.5 Sprint is a momentum game. It's about keeping the RPMs up, keep it on the throttle, and coming off that corner. If you're not staying on that throttle at least 3/4 of the way through that turn, you've done something wrong.
Yeah, and that's what these guys, you know, some of the guys that are, you know, saying, oh, this guy's got a cheater motor.
Yep.
Or, you know, I went to the barn burner, and, you know, people literally came up to me and said, tell me exactly how you're cheating, because I was a half a second faster than the field, and everything was legit. Like everything, there was no cheating involved. There's a lot of time on shocks. There's a lot of time on setup. There's a lot of time in the car that just, you know, that people don't realize. They just automatically assume that because you're fast that you're cheating.
If you're driving it like, you know, maybe a Traxxas car where you're letting it roll into the corner, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
It's not. You don't drive it that way. It doesn't drive like the mod cars, and it does not drive like a Traxxas car. You got to be smooth with it, and you got to keep the power down.
And you're cheating.
I mean, the cheating always helps. I mean, if I wasn't cheating so much,
you could beat Jay.
I could beat Jay. Oh, man. And, you know, Jay also helps out a lot of people. He's helped me out. And you were helping Jonathan out, who was sitting next to you. I kind of sent him your way. I'm like, hey, talk to that guy beside you.
Who's Jay?
Jay.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Bullock.
Bullock. Jonathan Bullock.
Yeah. It doesn't look like that.
A couple Tuesdays ago, we got his car going, you know,
he's
quite a bit faster.
He's a nice guy, and like he's doing well with it. He's
he stopped by on Saturday, and he told me that, you know, things that we did on his car while I was helping him actually
didn't fucking work at all.
What'd you say?
He said he didn't fucking work at all. No, they did. I did. I saw he went faster. I mean, and you know, he does his here's what's good about him is he tries really hard not to get into a wreck with people. Like he sees somebody faster coming, he tries to get out of the way. He's very respectful on the track.
Yeah.
So, which you don't get a lot with new guys coming in. But some new guys, they get very overwhelmed right away, and like they don't know their car from their ass when they're out on the track. So they have a hard time getting out of the way.
So sometimes veteran guys are like that.
Yeah, yeah. What's that, Jay?
Sometimes, I feel sometimes people, you know, that are new to the hobby or new to racing, they see the glamour and the fast cars. Yeah. They don't know, they don't ever get racer etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you haven't been grown up around it or you haven't been involved in it, that's sometimes more important than actually, you know, learning just how the car works. Is, you know, you have to learn how to, you know, just move over or, you know, race your line, and if they say, you know, you're a faster car, you find your way around.
Yeah.
You know, the slower car, it's not fair for him to, you know, because once you move over to let somebody by, it takes you another lap to get. I was talking to Perry Hutter on the way home because he was in that A main on Saturday too, and you know, he says something wasn't right with the car. He says, you know, I was okay, and then next thing you know, I pull you know, the front guys are coming. I pull over. Now I'm out of my element or out of my groove, and you know, and that's not fair. You know, everybody pays the same price to race. You know, so you know, sometimes that racer etiquette needs to be, you know, a little bit more in the front end than, you know, what people do.
Really?
And some people just don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do like the time qualifying versus heat races and racing for laps and racing for position, because that just brings out a lot of the dirty driver in people.
Yeah. You know what that does? It's very similar to like a high dollar race.
Yeah.
You know, when you have to, you know, on a Tuesday night, when you have to get the top 2 or top 3 to get in the A, well, some guys are gonna, you know, they're gonna force that. It's the same as if there's, you know, $1,000 on the line. You know that, you know, people are gonna drive through people, or they're gonna take chances that they wouldn't take, you know, if it was $100.
I gotta say, like, the qualifying races there have been so clean.
Yeah.
I was only marshaled during racing twice this weekend, and that was during the main.
You suck.
Other than that, like, nobody touched my car except for me. I put it down, picked it up.
Hey,
that was it.
I don't know if I was marshaled at all this week. Besides, every time I went out for practice, like hot laps.
Every time I went out to race, I was marshaled, but not during practice.
Every time I went out there and did my paces, I'd stop, like they'd load a track off, and I wouldn't wash my car, and it would go to infield.
Rolling.
Dennis Smith got me 3 times because it rolled it to the infield. Every race I did, he had to go get it. Because he looked at me and I'm just waving to him. Every time.
But it's been very clean racing, so I've been very happy with what's going on there. So, I mean, it's one of the reasons why BL2, I just stopped running there just because it was just always so...
You're jinxing it right away. Now it's going to be junk tomorrow on Friday.
It'll probably be junk
tomorrow. I'm going to cry.
Sorry. Tomorrow's racing for laps, but it's been pretty good for that too. So,
one thing I got to say is, with the way Mike is doing those gift certificates for the, you know, the race winner, second place, whatever, man, that's unlike anyone else. Like, there's not really anybody else doing that out there, and
yet people still complain.
I didn't hear any complaints.
Well, that's neither here nor there, but I just wanted to, you know. Yeah. Mike needs. I know Mike knows. Everybody. I've thanked him personally about it, but you know the fact that, you know, you get in the A main, you get in the podium, and you have the potential to get a little bit of, you know, gift certificate money back to use in the hobby shop it's awesome.
Well, here's the one thing too. Like, people forget. This is like, this place is it's his passion project, not racing itself, but that building.
Yep.
But he also has a full-time business during the day, so like he's there. He spends a lot of time after his real job going over there to work. So I mean that is a consideration too when like these guys are figuring out, all right, how long are we going to race these things for? How long are the races going to be? Because I mean, Mike's been at it. He's been up since 5 a.m.
Yep.
And like by midnight, we're still not done. And he's like, "You guys going to wrap this up?" So he gets a little tired of it.
Saturday he left us and Kyle lock up and turn the lights off. I'm leaving.
Yeah. So.
But no, he's got a great thing going on, and you guys are doing a great job helping out, running the thing. Everything's. If anybody out there watching that hasn't been there or is thinking about going there, you guys really need to check it out. It's a good stuff.
Sundays are always a great show. I think they do a great job on Sundays.
If only we ran 4 minutes.
Yeah, if only.
Oh.
Fuck your 4 minutes.
Anyway, well, Jay.
One day.
Jay, we gotta talk to second place now.
We're not. It is 8:40. We are not calling him.
We're gonna call him quick.
I'm not calling him.
We're gonna call second place here and have him close out the show. But thank you for talking. We appreciate you coming on. And hopefully, I don't know when we'll see you again.
Yeah, probably not till after Motorama. We're gonna go to run to the factory a little bit and get get all the cars ready on loose dirt for
Motorama.
For Motorama.
Well,
after that, we'll be there for the rest of the winter. I plan on being there.
Well, maybe if you win Motorama, we'll have to call you then. So there you go, incentive.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, Jay.
DA name. We'll talk.
All right. Well, good luck, man.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks. Congratulations for this weekend.
Thanks.
Bye, Yum Yum.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. He's a good guy.
No, he's not.
Jay. All right, we got a call.
Why?
Because we said we would.
No, I didn't.
I did.
I don't like him.
All right, well, you can tell that personally. So we're calling.
I actually don't know if I'm allowed
Jack
to.
Sean. What?
Call him on the phone. On video.
Oh, because it's school?
Yeah.
Oh. Jack Sean. Kyle, this is Jack Sean on the phone. I guess we don't want to show him your number.
You idiot.
Feel free to call him and ask him any questions you may have. Jax, Kyle says he doesn't like you. Why is that?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to talk up.
I don't know why he doesn't like
He's
me.
so hot.
And you're on radio right now, basically. So you got to talk up and you got to talk about things. So Jax, you just picked up a new sprint car ride for 360 with Brett Hollinger. How's that going?
Oh, it's great. He gives me a fast car.
He sure does.
I really don't have to do anything. It drives itself.
Mm-hmm. Now, we got to talk about the controversy here. Have you heard about this controversy? You and Brandon Growler have a feud. What's going on there?
Say that again. I didn't hear you cut out.
Wait, you're gonna put out?
No, say that again. I didn't hear you cut out.
You have a feud with Brandon Growler. What is going on there?
I actually don't even know.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
You just made Kyle walk away.
Honestly, if you have something, I don't know, dude.
I don't know. Well, but Brandon will let us know. Maybe he'll call back and let us know here. We got a bunch of questions here. Oh, Scott Davies here. He has nothing. So you had a good race on Saturday.
Yep.
You finished second. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good.
Okay.
I just had to stay out of wrecks. We messed up Friday on the first qualifying round.
You did.
Real bad.
Yeah. And that put you in a really bad heat to start with on Saturday. And that just...
started off rough, so
yeah, it made your problems worse. Yeah, it made your problems worse.